I see that there are some drivers taking place that are going to bring, I think, the procurement role center stage to playing a much more strategic role in driving businesses as we go into the 21st century. And it starts off with sustainability. Sustainability is the new frontier for business. As we enter what some people are calling the Anthropocene, we're moving to 9 billion population, but more importantly, we're more than doubling the sizes of the middle class. The natural resources that the ecosystems upon which business and our supply bases depend are coming under extraordinary strain and pressure. Some commodities that we take for granted, like tea and coffee and cocoa, right now are under those kinds of pressures. So we've got sustainability, absolutely fundamental as a backdrop to everything that business does. The only way in which we can resolve some of these sustainability challenges is through collaboration. That's partly because these challenges are themselves what you might call tragedies of the commons. They're things we have in common and we don't look after very well. But it's partly because that over the last 20 to 50 years, in our energetic pursuit of lower cost and better value, we've offshored and outsourced so that we are entirely dependent on these stretched, thin, geographically dispersed, rather opaque supply chains and supply bases in order to deliver value to our customers. And we've got to make coordination across those work, and that can only be done collaboratively. The last bit is really to do with the fact that we have the digital technologies today that can enable us to coordinate very large-scale collaboration in a way we never could before. So if you take social digital technologies and you combine it with data, we have the ability now to manage and orchestrate supply-based wide collaboration deep down in organizations and operational level to address these risks and the costs that are associated with doing business in the 21st century. And if we look at whose role it is to manage all of that, it's increasingly going to be procurement and supplier management at the heart of it. So we see stepping forward into that role, managing those collaborations, a whole new skill set coming to the procurement supplier management professional in order to orchestrate supply chains to operate sustainably as we enter this world in which this Anthropocene, as it's called, in which we have this enormous middle class of close to 5 billion people consuming in what will have to be a much, much more efficient and ecologically and socially responsible manner. And it's going to be the procurement professional and the supplier management professional that's going to orchestrate that and make it possible.